Hello everyone, that Manga Kid here to give my series review of Remina by Junji Ito. This is a work of his that he wrote or was released in Japan back in 2004 into 2005, I believe. The English release is brand new as of the recording of this, and it is a Viz hardcover, as you can see, with glossy front and back cover, but a really nice matte textured finish spine, which I think is a nice touch to this. And despite the fact that it looks as thin as a regular volume, this paper it's not glossy, but it's kind of a smoother, thinner, not thin in a bad way, but just like a smoother paper that I guess is thinner than like regular manga paper. So it looks like it's a regular volume size, but it is actually 250 pages in this volume. So, you're not only getting a standard 180 page volume for this. This is one of Ito's like longer series. It's not a short story it's not a collection. This is a one single story within this volume. I tend to like Junji Ito's longer stories better, or continuing stories better than the short story collections, which I do enjoy, but I was very excited to see that we were getting another kind of longer form story here in English, because it's been a while since we have. So basically, Remina is about this scientist who discovers a new planet, and he decides to name it after his daughter, Remina. Very quickly, it's discovered that this planet is heading towards Earth, and in its path, it is destroying all other planets, stars, anything near it basically is getting destroyed. And so the fear is that this planet, Remina, is going to then collide with Earth, because that's the trajectory that it's currently on. And then it will destroy Earth in the same way it's destroyed every other planet and star it's come in contact with. So the world kind of delves into chaos, and there is a group of individuals who claim that the scientist and his daughter Remina are the cause of this destruction, because he's the one who discovered the planet, and somehow they're like calling the planet to destroy Earth. So there's a lot of mass chaos and everything happening. It's decently good. I mean, it's more Junji Ito, so if you already like Junji Ito, then of course you're going to pick this up. It was kind of convoluted, but I mean, that's what horror manga typically is, and I guess you could argue that it's no more convoluted than the premise of Uzumaki, and spirals taking over a town. So, I mean, I don't see why this is any more or less ridiculous than any of his other stuff, which is fine because I enjoy his works. But if you're looking for a story that makes complete sense, this is not it. But it was enjoyable for what it was. I mean, the art is very quintessential Junji Ito art. There's an interesting color page on the inside covers. But all in all, it's a nice release, and it's an interesting kind of different story, because we haven't really seen anything to do with like space from Ito as far as I can remember. So it was kind of an interesting departure from what we normally see. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I think this isn't the one I would recommend first if somebody was looking to get into Junji Ito. I think there are other titles I would recommend before this one, but like I said, if you're already a fan and you're already collecting all of his stuff anyway, of course you're going to pick this up. But enjoyable for what it was. I feel like personally I would reread this one quicker than some of his other titles, just because of the fact that it is only 250 pages and it's not a short story, whereas if I want to sit down and read Uzumaki, that's 3 volumes. It's a bit more of a commitment. Same with Tomie, and then 2 volumes for Gyo, which I recently reread. So, yeah, I mean, it's a fun one. It's just a bit ridiculous. But the imagery is fun, especially closer to the end of the volume. The space and gravity plays a big role. The actual planet Remina, the surface is very interestingly drawn. Yeah, a lot of good imagery in this one for sure. Anyway, if you've read Remina, I'd like to hear your thoughts on it as well. If you have any other horror manga in a similar vein to this title, I'd love to hear some recommendations on that as well. Thanks for watching.